thank you for joining us on India Front. Selection to the Indian Civil Services remains the most sought-after career aspiration for millions even in the day and age of high-paying private jobs. The lure of public service has managed to hold its own for the influence it commands and the opportunity it offers to make a difference to the nation. The bureaucrats are called civil servants with an expectation that they will serve the people and the nation. But what happens when this spirit of service is replaced by selfishness and entitlement? When it falls victim to material privilege? What happens when those who are meant to serve begin to throw their weight around? When that happens, viewers, a Pooja Khedkar emerges. Dr. Pooja Khedkar, a 2023 batch IAS officer of the Maharashtra cadre, is in eye of a storm after she was exposed for the liberties she was taking and the perks she was demanding while still being a newly minted trainee. In fact, several of her demands, including an official car, a cabin and accommodation, were made even before she could formally take charge and not being eligible. However, undaunted by the precedent and eligibility, Pooja seemingly pressed on and pressurized senior officials to deliver on these claims, with her influential father also lobbying for her, or at least that's the claim. But there's more. Following the Pune collector's complaint, Dr. Pooja has been transferred from her Pune position to Washim district. When we confronted her, the penny had dropped and the mindset of entitlement snuffed out. Listen in.
मी ह्याच्याबद्दल काही बोलू शकत नाहीये. मला ऑथरायझेशन नाही ह्याच्याबद्दल काही बोलण्यासाठी.
नाही पण आपल्या घरी पोलीस गेले तर आपल्याकडे
नो आयडिया. मला प्लीज विचारू नका ते. मी आता इथे आहे. लेट मी डू माय वर्क.
Now, viewers, if that was Pooja being contrite, it may be too little too late. Focus has already switched to how she got here in the first place. It appears she claimed quota benefits for being an OBC and having multiple disabilities. But as per her influential father's own election affidavit, her family's income and wealth leave her ineligible. She also refused 6 times to undertake a medical examination when asked by the UPSC, and then submitted privately obtained reports. An adverse and explicit tribunal order somehow did not stop her becoming an IAS officer. And once she was in, it appears she went out of her way to mark her territory. She apparently installed a lal batti, that's the photo, and a VIP number plate on a private luxury car, gazumed the office space of another official, got her own nameplate installed and pressurized her seniors for even more privileges. As the alleged fraud unravels, many are questioning whether influence of a father, Dilip Khedkar, and an ex-bureaucrat and VBA Lok Sabha candidate in the recent elections had something to do with her shenanigans.
गड़बड़ है, सिलेक्शन में गड़बड़ हुई है. झूठे सर्टिफिकेट की जांच होनी चाहिए थी. एक आईएएस का सिलेक्शन होता है यूपीएससी में, तो ये बहुत सारी जांचें बहुत एकदम कड़क होती है. ऐसे स्थिति में वो जो सर्टिफिकेट, मेडिकल सर्टिफिकेट लिया है, वो कैसे लिया है? वो गलत लिया है. इसमें बहुत गड़बड़ी लगती है. लोगों की मांग है कि इसकी इंक्वायरी होनी चाहिए, तो हम भी मांग करते हैं कि इसकी इंक्वायरी होनी चाहिए.
उसने जो इनकम सर्टिफिकेट लेके आए, मेडिकल सर्टिफिकेट आए, इसमें पैसे देके खरीद करके वो सर्टिफिकेट लाए, और उसकी स्टाइल ऐसा हो गया कि पैसे देके भी कुछ भी हम कर सकते. और इस सिस्टम में खेड़ेकर एक नाम आया है. ऐसे बहुत अधिकारी ऐसे सिस्टम के बाहर जाके काम कर रहे हैं. उसको निलंबित, सस्पेंड करना चाहिए.
तो भाई साहब, ये तो कानून है. सरकार का क्या संबंध है? अगर कोई अधिकारी मिसबिहेव करता है तो हमारे राज्य का कानून है, उसकी एक्शन होती है. ये कोई प्रश्न है क्या भाई साहब? ये तो करना ही होगा. अगर कोई बचाने की कोशिश करता है तो ध्यान में ला के देने के बाद ऐसे अधिकारियों पे कार्रवाई होगी.
Do we deserve this? Do the people deserve this? Do they need to suffer this, officer or officers of her ilk? Let's open this up. Vijay Kumbhar, the man who's exposed all of this, the RTI activist, is joining us live. Dr. Vikram Singh needs no introduction. Shailesh Gandhi, former CIC. Arun Bhatia, former IAS officer. Krishna Hegde, spokesperson of the Shiv Sena Shinde faction. And Sajid Supariwala, Shiv Sena Uddhav faction, completes the panel. विजय कुंभार जी, मैं आपसे शुरू करना चाहता हूं. मैं चाहता हूं कि जो लोग ये शो देख रहे हैं टाइम्स नाउ पे, आप उनको बताएं कि ये केस है क्या।
ये केस ऐसा है कि जब से उनका बर्ताव सामने आ गया उसके बाद वो सुर्खियों में आ गई और उसके बाद उनकी जानकारी लेना हमने शुरू कर दिया और ये सारी जानकारी पब्लिक डोमेन में है। एक तो ये साफ हो गया कि उन्होंने जो सर्विस हासिल की है वो एक ओबीसी नॉन क्रिमिलेयर सर्टिफिकेट दे के हासिल किए और उन्होंने मल्टीपल डिसेबिलिटी उसमें दिखाई दिया है। लेकिन उनके पिताजी जब इलेक्शन में खड़े हुए थे पिछले साल, वो पहले सिविल सर्वेंट थे, तो उनके एफिडेविट में जो कुछ भी दिया है एक्चुअली नॉन क्रिमिलेयर सर्टिफिकेट उनको मिलता है जिनकी फैमिली की इनकम 8 लाख से सालाना आमदनी कम हो। लेकिन इनकी प्रॉपर्टी 40 करोड़ की। पिछले साल उनके पिताजी की आमदनी 43 लाख थी, माताजी की इनकम अलग से, उनकी 110 एकड़ जमीन है जो भी एक एग्रीकल्चर सीलिंग एक्ट का वायोलेशन है। 7 फ्लैट है, कई कंपनीज है, 6 शॉप्स है जिनका एरिया 1,60,000 स्क्वायर फीट है। इसके बावजूद इनको ये मल्टी सर्टिफिकेट मिला है क्रिमिलेयर नॉन क्रिमिलेयर का। ये कहीं ना कहीं दर्शाता है कि या तो उन्होंने झूठा जानकारी दे के सर्टिफिकेट लिया है या तो जो एफिडेविट में जानकारी दी है वो झूठी है।
ये बताइए मुझे विजय जी, जब आपने इसका खुलासा किया, जब ये जानकारी आपने इकट्ठा की, आपने इसके बारे में बात करना शुरू किया, क्या आपको कहीं से फोन आया? क्या उनके तरफ से आपको कांटेक्ट करने की कोशिश की गई?
नहीं, ये कभी होता नहीं क्योंकि मैं इस क्षेत्र में 35 साल से हूँ। शुरू में फोन आते थे, पिछले 10-20 साल में अभी तक मुझे किसी ने फोन नहीं किया है। उल्टा जो यूपीएससी के स्टूडेंट्स है वो आज मुझे थोड़े मिले और कुछ बंबई के लोगों के वकील से फोन आ गए कि हम इस पर आगे लॉजिकल एंड तक इसको लेकर जाएंगे।
वो तो सर हम भी सवाल पूछेंगे, एंड टिल एन एक्शन इज टेकन, ए सब्सटैंशियल एक्शन एट दैट, we are not going to stop asking question, viewers. Arun Bhatia is also with us. Mr. Bhatia, good evening. Good to have you, sir. What do you make of this outrageous sense of entitlement?
Corruption has become institutionalized. You have IAS officers sitting at the top of every department. Lateral recruitment at a very senior level. So this guy sits on his chair and makes everybody believe that I am honest, but around me, under my chair and inside my underwear, corruption is going on, but I know nothing about it. It's nonsense. All the files move through him. Look at Manrega, what is happening over there, what is happening to the funds. You think they don't know? If I can come to know, I'm writing a book, if I can come to know,
right,
and the people who go to villages and make inquiries, they can come to know, NGOs know, how is it that the IAS officer in charge of the Zilla Parishad, Chief Executive Officer, Secretary Rural Development, Secretary Planning, इनको कुछ भी नहीं मालूम है? So this is all a hoax.
That's a great point, sir. And you know, I mean, it is something for the system to ponder about, to introspect on, system in the larger sense of the term. Dr. Vikram Singh, what do you make of, the VVIP wish list? We'll come to the alleged fraud and fabrication little later. I mean, what is this Lal Batti mindset?
I would compliment District Magistrate Pune for taking cognizance of it, but I also would say that she should be kept under surveillance for close observation for the next 30 days, and if she does not improve or shows positive signs of improvement, her probation should be terminated and she should be dismissed from service. People like Pooja have no place in the IAS or in the civil services because what she has done now, she has blemished her career for a lifetime. And this stigma will never go away, Pranesh ji, because she is looked upon by her junior colleagues as an epitome of uprightness, morality and proper conduct.
Right.
All gone to the dogs and to the dustbin. Pranesh ji, the less said the better.
Shailesh Gandhi, when you hear a story like this, sir, how does one respond? I mean, the sense of public service has been mocked.
First and foremost, I compliment Vijay Kumar for having exposed this whole story. It's lots of RTI activists like him, as he says, since many years, have been toiling about it, getting corruption things, and yet we are called extortionists and blackmailers. Vijay Kumar deserves a big applause from all of us. As far as Pooja is concerned, the problem is much deeper than just this one officer. is it likely that there are other people like this around? And I'm wondering, didn't her colleagues realize that she was a fraud? Didn't her bosses realize that there was a fraud? Her father is a well-known person, a political person, a former IAS officer whose wealth must have been known. The fact that she owned an Audi would be known to all her colleagues and bosses. And yet nobody questioned this. How is it? Is the problem much deeper than what is appearing with this one case? That is something that must be investigated. She deserves no support from any place. And I would suggest that there is no 30-day thing. She should be immediately suspended and dismissed from service as after the formalities are over. And she deserves punishment under the criminal laws. What she's done is forgery, fraud, and complete nonsense. And her father also must feel ashamed. How is it that whichever party put him up as an MP candidate for the member of parliament did this? If this is the level of ethics these people have,
right,
I think they deserve to be condemned. They deserve to be punished. And if we don't punish them, this will keep repeating. It's not a one-off. This is the normal feudal trend which is prevailing in our country today.
Right. And I just want to add to what you said, talking about entitlement, it runs deep perhaps in the family, because when a police team went there, the police team was allegedly heckled by the family members. This happened. Half of it has been caught on camera. And she has been fined finally after so much of outrage and anger this story has generated. After Times Now picked up the story in a big way, the Pune police got into action and has at least taken what many people are calling token action, fined for putting the Lal Batti on top of the car. But it is the problem of the mindset. I just want to read out some WhatsApp chats. She says, hello, Dr. Pooja Khedkar, IAS here. I have been posted as Assistant Collector Pune. Dr. Divase sir gave me your contact number. I would be joining on June 3rd. However, some of my documents sent from Buldana Collector Office to Pune, I am not able to locate in your office. Kindly let me know what can be done. Then she says, also wanted to know about my seating arrangement and vehicle so I can arrange accordingly. Then she goes on to ask any update about accommodation, travel, cabin, etc. Kindly respond. It's important. I think it should be done before I join, not after. I have a lot of things to plan accordingly and cannot leave it to later. Then she says the starting date is 3rd June as per orders from the General Administration Department. A copy has been sent to the Pune Collectorate. Is there any problem in you returning the call? Please get the designated cabin and vehicle done before I join on 3rd. Look at the tone of the message. Later there will be no time. If it is not possible, let me know. I will talk to Collector sir accordingly. Now, Mr. Bhatia, what is the punishment for this? Because many people are saying that what has been done so far is not enough. A strong message has to be sent.
Right. Just as one panelist said just now, he has committed a criminal offense. She has fabricated documents is forgery. So any certificate, any document which is untrue, which she has used, is a criminal offense, and she should be prosecuted. FIR should be registered and she should be arrested. Forgery is a heavy section. And then let off on bail or whatever. ये क्या है? Suspend करो. ये तो बहुत पुरानी कहानी है. Somebody commits, somebody is corrupt and he's found out, he is allowed to resign. Somebody is corrupt, he's found out, suspend kar do usko. Then some minister will come and reinstate him after 3 years. This is all nonsense. And we are still talking of suspension, tell her to leave her job. What is leaving the job?
Do you suspect a conspiracy to shield her, sir? Because can it be ruled out completely of our friends and colleagues or perhaps acquaintances in the system trying to, take token action?
Yes. That's what I was trying to say when I said that the IAS people are as corrupt as the others and the corruption in the country has become institutionalized. We are again making the same mistake of saying that, oh, fantastic work the IAS has done. This is the ethos of the service, is the legacy of a good administration handed down to us. It's all nonsense. If we are in a corrupt country, how can only the IAS or only the judiciary, only these people are honest? everybody else is corrupt. When we are in a corrupt environment, we know that muscle and money matters, and actually those are the engines that
Right.
run the administration. Then how can we say that the IAS is not corrupt, generally speaking? Of course they are corrupt because they let it happen. They are participants in this corruption. Otherwise they wouldn't be sitting on those chairs. This lady is a bit neurotic. She wants a cabin and all that because maybe...
No, but it does not stop at just the VVIP wish list. I just want to highlight, sir, that she skipped 5 medical tests that she was ordered to undertake at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. Every time she had an excuse. 5 times. Just think about it. 5 times you are asked by a tribunal and authority to go for a medical test on the basis of what you've claimed. And you don't turn up. Instead, you submit private reports and nothing happens. Mr. Krishna Hegde, the opposition has raised this in the assembly. They want concrete action. When are we going to see FIR?
Ganesh, let me tell you, all the 4 esteemed panelists who spoke before me have seen the system very closely, and they know exactly what they are saying. And I also agree with them. What I started off as a sense of entitlement has now boomeranged into something else. Here you are involved with not a car with a beacon or a cabin, but it's now gone into a fake OBC certificate, a fake medical certificate, a fake income certificate, and what not.
When are you going to take action on
And I think here, the Lal Bahadur Shastri, Academy of Administrative Services has also called for a report. The Pune collector has sent a report to the Chief Secretary, Sujata Sronik ji. I think she's an able lady. She should, conduct an inquiry into it, and if possible, right now she suspend the person. Also, I think I have also read from some reports that the PMO has asked
No, that's okay.
Pune
While the authorities, the higher authorities will take action, the central authorities will get into thick of things. At the state level, sir, because you've heard the panelists, they are saying criminal action is bona fide. When will we see that? Why is the state, what is the state waiting for? You tell me. Why was the private MRI report accepted?
No, there is no question of waiting here. The police commissioner in Pune has already sprung into action. He has also sent his team there. And now the leader of opposition has also asked for an inquiry. Let us go through all the records.
No, you are saying that this has been done, but Mr. Vijay Kumar, the brave man, the RTI activist who's exposed this all, doesn't agree. Let me quickly bring him in. Mr. Supariwala, I'm coming to you, sir. I'm coming to you after Vijay ji speaks.
नहीं, वो जो पुलिस ने आज एक्शन लिया वो सिर्फ बीकन लाइट के बारे में लिया और उनको भी अंदर आने नहीं दिया गया है. एक्शन होनी चाहिए. जो प्रॉपर्टी है, जो फेक मेडिकल सर्टिफिकेट है, फेक सर्टिफिकेट है, उन पर इंक्वायरी होनी चाहिए और उन पर कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए. और ये अभी होनी चाहिए. इसको अगर थोड़ा भी टाइम चला गया तो हो सकता है जिस तरीके से उनको सपोर्ट किया जा रहा है, तो हो सकता है कि आगे जाकर सब कुछ मैनेज हो जाए. पता नहीं हमें, हम तो
नहीं, वो मैनेज हो रहा होगा. वाइल वी आर स्पीकिंग वो मैनेज हो रहा है. इनफैक्ट कुछ लोग जो बोलने वाले थे उन्होंने बैकआउट कर लिया और फोन आया होगा, पता नहीं क्या है, बट ये मैनेज तो जरूर हो रहा है. द इन्फ्लुएंस इन दिस केस कांट बी रूल्ड आउट. Sajid Supariwala, are you happy with the action so far by the state government?
I am not only disappointed, but there are thousands and lakhs of people like me who are disappointed in the state government machinery. The RTI activist is making some action. The government should be taking the action on the same. And instead of that, an RTI activist is trying to take action against the person and requesting the state government machinery to do the same. In fact, the state government should take the responsibility and stop shielding the criminals who are trying to be criminals or who are becoming criminals. If you don't stop them at this level, there will be bigger crimes created by the youth, by the young people, or influential sons and influential daughters of influential fathers and mothers. The mockery of democracy is already gone. It has been done. Now the public servant democracy is getting a mockery out of that. Now people are making a mockery of the law. Where is the law in the state government? What is the state government doing? Is it sleeping? Or is it siding with the criminals? You should about time take the action.
What are you waiting for, Krishna Hegde? I asked you that question. What is the state government waiting for? I mean, just imagine. I want all our panelists to be shown on the screen while I ask this of Mr. Krishna Hegde. If a family like this has the gall to stop a police team from doing what they are required to do, imagine their sense of entitlement, what they think of the law.
Well,
Mr.
absolutely
Hegde.
wrong. No one is with them. Let me assure you that on behalf of the state government, and these things don't work. The chief secretary should take action, study the facts first on the table. We don't want to victimize anybody, but here what we're seeing is at least the OBC certificate and the medical
What did you say? You don't want to victimize anyone. Sir, the system is the victim. The people are the victim. The people are the victim, Krishna Hegde.
Whoever you
How long does it take to study the facts? It's all there.
Pranesh, it is today.
Sir, if you really meant action, it would not take. I am sorry to say this, sir. If the government really wants to take action, set an example, it should not take either the chief secretary or the powers that be more than 20 minutes, 30 minutes to go through the documents. It's as clear as daylight.
The retired IPS officer is saying something. The former IAS officer is saying something. The RTI activist is saying something. You should also be saying something.
I quickly want to bring in Mr. Bhatia and then Mr. Shailesh Gandhi. Yes, sir.
You know what's happening, sir?
Secretary study the facts.
So and so has taken cognizance. PMO's office is calling for a report. How complicated is the case, as you very well put it? To study all the facts, it will take you 1 hour. The collector, she is supposed to report to the collector as a probationer, IAS probationer, she reports to the collector. So the collector will look into her credentials, and he finds the fabricated documents. The collector should file an FIR in the police station in Pune. Don't worry about the chief secretary, prime minister, chief minister, ye report bana rahe. This is all bullshit. The collector is individually and separately empowered. He has his duty to do. When this comes to his notice, he should file an FIR. As far as the police commissioner is concerned, he's a useless man. And how useless he is has been shown in this Porsche accident. I don't want to go into all that again. Now, are we relying on these Johnnies to go and file an FIR? Why is the collector not doing it? I would like the panelists to enlighten me. What is stopping the collector?
Mr. Hegde, why is the collector hesitant? The collector is empowered to take action. What is the state waiting for?
Pranesh, the first report was given by the collector, and that is after which Mr. Vijay Kumar came into the picture and exposed this whole thing. So you cannot say that the collector did not do his duty.
I'll tell you, Mr. Hegde, I'll tell you. Sir, just hear me out. Just think about it. 1 minute. Mr. Hegde, you are a reasonable man. I'm telling you, sir, just think about it. You are saying that the collector filed the report, then Mr. Vijay Kumar got into the picture. How shameful for the collector and the state to be waiting for the RTI activists to bring all this out in the open. What was the state doing, the district doing, the administration doing? If not for Vijay Kumar, she would have got away with all of this. And one wonders how many more Pooja Khetkars are part of the system. And what will the state do? The chief secretary is waiting for a report. The collector is waiting for, I don't know, a call from whom to take action.
I am not disagreeing with you that many of them must have gotten away with it. But hats off to Mr. Vijay Kumar who has exposed this thing. And I assure you that action will be taken in this ground. It is the collector who first filed a negative report against her.
But sir,
and then all this
Mr.
came into the public domain.
I appreciate,
so you cannot blame the collector about that.
One minute, sir.
The
Mr.
police
Hegde,
commissioner is
I'll
also
tell
doing his
you,
job.
I appreciate this.
But you have to give
1 minute,
let
sir.
the facts
I
come on the
appreciate the
record,
fact
and
that
then
you are
will
saying
take
that it
the
will be
action.
taken. The question is when. For how long should people wait? And why haven't you acted already? It does not take long to take action, as we've seen in cases of ordinary people.
No, possibly as we speak, maybe action is already on for all you know.
But we don't know. We don't know if the action has been taken. The state should say that there is zero tolerance policy for anything like this. Shailesh Gandhi.
Absolutely zero tolerance policy for anything like this.
Mr. Gandhi is coming
tolerance
in.
Policy.
The first action taken on some exposure was a transfer to Washim.
How much?
As if Washim is a place out of India. You have somebody who's a wrongdoer so clearly and blatantly, and the first thing you can think of is transferring. If things had not been exposed by Vijay and media, it would have died there. It would have been forgotten there. Transfer is the punishment. Also, I think let's pause for a while and say, why is this so endemic? Her colleagues at Lal Bahadur Shastri would have known that she's the daughter of a very rich man. Why did they not protest? Why did they not point this out? Why is it left to a few people only to point out such wrong things? I think one other thing we must recognize is we are developing a culture of bulldozer and encounters, where honest, good people are clapping and applauding encounters, which is a very dangerous thing to do.
It is not rocket science. Registration of a case of corruption to be handed over and recommended for a CBI inquiry, and also recommendation for immediate dismissal of Pooja. Immediate dismissal. As also a disproportionate assets case be made out against her, and all the fault lines that are there, false characters, false caste certificate, as also multiple medical tests that did not come about. And what were the circumstances in giving a private MRI report, which is totally unacceptable normally. We've all passed through the mill. We know how stringent the conditions are. One deviation and we are out of the competition. In her case, there were multiple opportunities given to her, which is not only most unusual, unnatural, but uncalled for. Therefore, under these circumstances, an FIR, give the case to the CBI, and also move it to the fast track court and move for her dismissal. My options would have been these three in the same priority.
Mr. Hegde, will any of this be done?
Well, let me tell you, let us first examine all the documents. I am sure that there is a problem here. And this problem, as it comes out, action will be taken against her. This I can assure you on behalf of the state government. But without seeing a single document from her end, I cannot say that action
Mr.
will be
Hegde,
taken
you are
right
back
now.
to the same excuse without seeing a single. What is stopping you from seeing the document? By you, I mean the state.
So let the chief secretary look into it. Let the collector look into it. The collector has already given a negative report against her. She has already been transferred from there, and she's gone to
The transfer means nothing. The collector should at the very least, I'll tell you, Mr. Hegde, the collector should at the very least apologize to the people of Washim. Why was the officer sent to Washim? Why? Do the people deserve her?
It is today that all these additional facts have come onto the public domain. So let us examine these additional facts. For her earlier facts, she's already been transferred.
Okay, so the state will wait for the facts to come out. You know, when it is discussed in the media, then the state will slowly begin to deliberate, introspect, take action.
I am not shielding her and I don't know her, so why should I shield her? But let me be very clear on this. These facts have come to public domain today. Let us examine all the and appropriate action.
Mr. Hegde, the delay is only emboldening her. This is a sign of patronage. Now, you can say what you want, but till we see action against her, one will have to ask this question. Mr. Sajid Supariwala, quick comment. We'll have to move on.
We are not talking about you shielding her or whoever or whatever. The system, if there is any problem in the system, kindly correct it immediately. The IAS officer, former IAS officer Arun Bhatia ji is on over here. I heard him out. That only transfer is not the solution.
Right.
Not sacking also is the solution. The punishment is the solution for a crime committed.
विजय कुमार जी, you will have the last word. मैं चाहता हूं आखिर में आप हमारे दर्शकों को बताएं, स्टेट को बताएं, प्रशासन को बताएं कि क्या एक्शन चाहते हैं आप या क्या एक्शन होना चाहिए.
देखिए, सरकार क्या एक्शन लेगी इस पर तो हमें हमारे मन में शक है, उसमें कोई शक नहीं है. लेकिन हमने और शैलेश गांधी जी ने क्यों कुछ PIL फाइल कर दी है. हो सकता है कि हमें और एक PIL फाइल करने की जरूरत पड़ी, लेकिन मुझे सारे पैनलिस्ट को एक बात बतानी है. ये IAS ऑफिसर उनके पिताजी के साथ ऑफिस में जाते, झगड़ा करते, तहसीलदार रिपोर्ट देता है कि मुझे धमकी दी गई ऑफिस के लिए. अगर आम आदमी जाता है थोड़ी ऊंची आवाज में बोलता है, उसी आवाज में बोलता है.
There you go, Mr. Hegde. What will you say? The chief secretary is still waiting for this report.
I am not disputing Mr. Kumar. I am totally agreeing with him. I am just asking for time. As I am hearing you out today and I am hearing the esteemed panelists, I am sure the people in the government and the administration also hearing them. And obviously action will be taken against
Let's
India.
see how soon that action is
assure
taken. Gentlemen, I thank all of you. Vijay ji, आपका एक बार फिर से मैं आपको congratulate करना चाहता हूं. We salute you, sir, for the work that you've been doing selflessly.